Hi there. Aren't we all happy and proud about our athletes' efforts in the Tokyo Olympics? After a real long time, we have won a gold medal for our country. Is the entire nation happy? Maybe not. There are people who really don't worry about what's happening in the Olympics or in the cricket or in the football. But there's one more thing that the entire nation is not really happy about. What am I talking about? The increasing fuel prices. How happy are you? We have seen a lot of outcries, protests, memes, trolls, and whatnot. I'm talking about the last governments when the UPA was in power, right? But we don't see those many outcries, those many protests. No one has that kind of a pain this time around. So the question arises is who actually is doing this? Who is hiking the fuel prices? Is it Ambani, Modi ji, the local finance minister, or is it the Illuminati itself? In this video, we were trying to find a bit about what exactly is happening in the background. Hi all, let's grumble. Let's understand the process through which we get the petroleum products in our nearest outlets. We all know how a petroleum product is formed, right? Through fossils of plants, of animals, of microorganisms, sediments, which is stored underground for millions of years, which would eventually form the hydrocarbon reserves. So we would go there, we would find that out, we would drill it, we would process it, clean it, and get all these products, all these petroleum products, and reach to people. So we have a couple of steps before the actual products are reached to your vehicles. So if we talk, we have identification, then we have development and production, then we have refining, then we have distribution. So the identification process involves these seismic surveys through which we actually find out where these hydrocarbon reserves are, and then that actually involves these key players like ONGC, GSPC, then from private sectors we have SR, Reliance, etc. The second process is where we actually develop and protect. So that actually involves drilling and moving into storage spaces, and even here the key players are the same. So a major part of this, or in fact more than 70% of it, is actually done by the government sector companies itself. The next step involves refining. Now this is where we actually heat up the raw product through which we get LPG would be the first product to go out, then we have naphtha, then we have diesel, then we have heavy oils. Until asphalt, that would be the last product in most of this refinement. And once that is done, this actually would be given to all these items in different vehicles, in different containers, would be going to the distributors. Now, before it actually reaches the distributor, is where the taxes and other values are added to the petroleum product. Let's go back to the deregulation of fuel prices. This was done during the last UPA government. The petrol price was deregulated in 2010, and in 2014 diesel price also was deregulated. Since diesel price actually involves directly in the goods and transportation part, it actually took some more time for it to, for them to consider whether it has to be deregulated or not. Now, was that the right decision to do? Was that the good thing to do? Is a matter of controversy, right? It actually had invited a lot of controversies and arguments over the internet and over the news channels you might have seen. But what do you guys think about it? And since we did not have any consumer organizations or any real parties for the people who were ready to fight for the people, we do not really observe a major movement like what is happening with the Farm Bill right now. those days. Remember, till then, till 2014, all the losses that these petroleum companies might have had was actually compensated by our government. And where did they get that money from? Of course, from the tax. The tax which we are supposed to use for the development of our country, of our surroundings. Alright, we would go through the price of the fuel. We'll do a bit of comparison to understand what was the previous price, what is the current price, and how much money are we paying to each of these people, to the central government, to the state government, and what is the actual price of the fuel itself. 1 barrel of fuel contains 159 liters. Let's do a small comparison between 2014 and 2021. I'm going to give you a couple of numbers here. So in 2014, 1 barrel of crude oil was $105.69, and conversion ratio of dollar to rupee was of 59 rupees. So in 2014, per barrel would have costed us 6,235 rupees. If we compare that with July 2021, 1 barrel of crude oil is around $76.49, and the conversion ratio is 74 rupees 29 paise, which makes it 5,682 rupees per barrel. So the overall price has actually come down per barrel. Previously it was 6,200 and odd, and right now it is 5,685 rupees. But what was the price? The price has increased dramatically, right? So what actually happens here? Let's try and find that out. Let's try and break up the price on 5th of July 2021 in Delhi. So the basic cost of petroleum product, the crude oil, would be 35 rupees and 73 paise per litre, which remains standard for petrol and diesel. The refinery processing and all those things, for petrol it is around 4 rupees and 39 paise, and for diesel it's around 6 rupees 17 paise. So if you identify here, you actually can see that diesel price is a bit higher than the petrol. So after processing, when we are ready to ship the product to the petrol bunk, petrol is costing around 40 rupees 12 paise, and diesel is costing around 41 rupees 9 paise. Now comes the government, Mr. Modi and team. Let's see what he adds. So when Modi ji comes, he's adding around 32 rupees and 9 paise per litre on petrol and around 31 rupees 8 paise per litre on diesel. Commission of the petrol pump guys is around 3 rupees and 79 paise for petrol and 2 rupees and 59 paise for diesel. So when the central taxes plus the commission is added, petrol is around 76 rupees 81 paise and diesel is around 76 rupees 29 paise. Now comes your state government, the VAT calculation. So the VAT calculation for petrol is around 23 rupees and 5 paise. That's your state government taking per litre. And it's around 12 rupees and 97 paise for diesel. So the final price as on 5th of July 2021 would be 99 rupees 86 paise per litre for petrol and 89 rupees 36 paise per litre for your diesel. So you have a fair idea about who is taking what money. You know what? India charges the highest on fuel as taxes, 69%. We are followed by Italy, France and all those countries, but we are number one. But let us understand, where exactly does the government get all this money from? Of course, it has to be from taxes, right? What taxes are these? So we have around corporate taxes, whom we proudly call bourgeois. They give us around 21% of the whole money that the government gets. We have around 20% that we are getting from borrowing and other liabilities. And the next one is goods and service tax, 19% of the whole amount. In that 90%, more than 25% is coming from petrol and diesel price. So Do you think government really want to let that go by giving off that particular money that they're charging per liter? 32 rupees or 33 rupees per liter on petrol is a huge money. So what is the whole point that I'm trying to make here? Though the petrol price and diesel price are going down in the international market, are we really getting it? Are we supposed to get it? Yes, we are supposed to get it. But are we getting it? We are not. What is happening to this money? This is the major chunk of government's income, and nobody would actually want to get that off until they find another alternative way. So what could we do about this? What was the whole point of me talking for this? Why? We would need to do more of public transportation. I mean, we would need to emphasize more on that. And who will have to take initiative? You and me, and the government, of course. Who's government? One among us, right? And the next point would be that we would need to include petrol and, the whole petroleum products under GST. There's a lot of, yes and no's that's happening from states and central government, but eventually that is the only thing that can actually bring some changes in the prices that we see. The third point would be to push for more of electrical vehicles. You actually would have seen a lot of electrical vehicles nowadays. Government is pushing for it. Tata, Mahindra, all these companies are playing their cards. Hopefully it will work. These are not just my ideas. These are the ideas that is happening or that is coming up globally. So I'm hopeful and positive that in the near future, we would see a better price management in petroleum sectors, and we would have more electrical vehicles on the road. We would have public transportation much stronger than what we have right now. And we all will be more responsible towards the country, towards the environment. Was this video informative? Did this add any knowledge to you? Anything at all? Please comment below. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye for now.